What's going on, guys? It's Ruben here, back again with another action figure video review. And today we're going to be having a look at the Mcfarlane Harry Potter series Ron Weasley figure. So yes, guys, today we're going to be continuing our look at the Harry Potter series from Mcfarlane. And this figure is actually really cool, guys. Honestly, there's not much to say, but I mean, it's a really good figure, man. It's a good inclusion to the collection. This figure really does pop out as well. I love the head sculpt. Everything's great about this figure. But hold on, guys. As always, before we get into the actual figure, let's have a look at that packaging real quick, and we'll be right back to this guy. So here I have the packaging, guys. Same packaging, same simple packaging. Really, the only difference between this is the name and the background. In the background, we have that little town where they go during Christmas. I can't remember the name of the town. I've only ever seen the movies once. I'm rewatching them, actually. Right now, I'm on the Half-Blood Prince. I gotta start that one. I'm almost done, actually. 3 more. But yeah, here's in the background you have that little town, just like how in Harry Potter you have the wanted posters back there, and on Hermione Granger's you have the library room back there where they were flying the broomsticks. But yeah, on this one they did make it different. I love how there's not the same background packaging. But yeah, on the bottom it says Ron Weasley. It says Wizarding World of Harry Potter. You got a picture of Harry Potter. I really wish they would have given us the picture of the actual character of the figure that we're getting. That would have been kind of cool. Like on this one we get Ron, on the other one we get Hermione, and on the other one we get Harry Potter. I don't know, just a little gripe, just a little gripe. On top it says Harry Potter ages 12 and up. On the side you get just a bunch of background words. It says Harry Potter on right there. It says Ron Weasley on the bottom right there. Same thing on the side. On the bottom, barcode and a bunch of words. On the top, you get the same window packaging, says Mcfarlane Toys. On the back, all the other figures in the wave says Harry Potter up there. You get Buckbeak. I am not getting Buckbeak. I don't know. Just don't know why I want to pass that figure up, but I do. Says Wizarding World, Warner Bros. Mcfarlane Harry Potter Toys. You get all the other figures in the wave, of course. We've already reviewed Harry Potter. We've already reviewed Hermione. Right now we're reviewing Ron Weasley, of course. And then next will be Lord Voldemort. I have all of those figures, guys. So anyway, that's the packaging, guys. Let's go ahead and get back to the actual figure now. So here we have Ron Weasley, guys. And, you know, with other reviewers, they like to show the figure inside the box first and then take it out and then show the figure. I, however, am not like that. I like to review the figure first, you know, open it when I'm not doing a video, see what the figure has to offer, and then that way when I do my review, I already know what to expect. I already know what to tell you guys, you know? That's just the way I do it. You know, I review the box later, and then, you know, I'll show you the actual figure. But it's cool, that way I don't have any mishaps, you know, and it's kind of why I don't really do unboxing videos anymore, because I don't really know what I'm ever going to order, and I don't know how my schedule is going to be. However, I know my schedule is going to be now, up until October. I have a lot of horror figures to review in October for Halloween. Right now I'm going to review these. I plan on ordering the Mcfarlane Game of Thrones figures just because I'm a huge Game of Thrones fan. You can skip on those videos if you want, but I'm going to review those next. Sorry, guys. But yeah, I'm going to review the Game of Thrones figures after this. Well, maybe a Predator, maybe a NECA Predator figure here and there, maybe some NECA Terminator figures. We'll see. And just until those the Game of Thrones figures come in the mail, and then I'll start reviewing those. I think there's only 4 figures in the wave, actually, so it won't take long, just like this. Probably just a whole month or 2 weeks or so. And after that, I do have a lot of horror figures to review. I do have a lot of sci-fi NECA figures to review. I do want to get those other NECA King Kong figures. I know they just announced that they're going to release more in stores, but we'll see about that. Anyway, I don't mean to talk about my schedule. I just want to explain this figure real quick. But yeah, Ron is actually a really good figure, guys. The likeness to Ron is actually pretty cool. He looks angry. I wish they would have given him maybe a happy face, but then again, this is based on the Deathly Hallow, so it makes sense for them to be very serious, so my bad on that. But yeah, he does look very angry. I do want to point that out. You know what? I'm sorry, before we get into the figure more, let's go ahead and have a look at his accessories. As always, we do get the stand that Mcfarlane likes to release with all their figures, which is cool. I just wish they would have maybe put the name of the character, but I'm griping. But just because it comes with one peg. Ron actually stays on the stand pretty well. I think the one that has trouble staying on the stand is probably Harry because of his ankle pivots that he has. But yeah, there's the stand. He also does come with those clips for some reason. Don't know why he comes with the clips. Still haven't figured out what these are for, guys. Please drop it in the comments. But yeah, hold on, let me grab the Patronus. My bad. I should have posed him with this at the start of the video. But his Patronus is a dog. Looks like a lab. That translucent blue. I love his Patronus. I like dogs. I'm a huge dog fan, so that's cool. This one actually, I know I complained about the other Patronuses from the other figures, about the little stand not staying on him, but this one actually stays on the dog pretty well. Look, I'm shaking it pretty good, and this one doesn't fall off. The other ones barely stay on. The other ones fall off pretty easily, but yeah, this one stays on pretty well. But yeah, there's a stand. You do have to connect it, this part, the actual stick, and then up to the dog itself. But yeah, I will give props to Mcfarlane on that. I don't know if that's just my figure or that's how all of them are, but yeah, that one stays on pretty well. And then of course it does come with this wand. And his wand does look more like a, I don't know, like Hermione's look like a twig. Harry's looks like an actual crafted wand. This one looks like, I don't know, maybe like a cane. But his is a bit different, more bulky right here. And it does make it kind of harder to put in his hand. So the way I do it, you can't just go it straight in. I just kind of put it on the tip of his fingers. You know, put it in, push it in, and it stays in pretty well. That's how I do it, because it's so thick. But yeah, those are his accessories. By the way, this figure does pass the standing test. It does stand on its own without the stand. So that's good to know, just like how Hermione was able to do that. Anyway, guys, getting into the figure itself, it's actually a pretty cool figure. Let me remove the wand so it doesn't fall off during the video to be embarrassing. Like I said, the likeness is actually really good. He does look a little pale. And that's not just because of the lights of the camera. He does look really pale, along with his hands too. But he is sporting that orange hair, that big old carpet he has on his head. He has a red shirt on, a striped shirt. And then he has this, I guess this plaid, winter looking hoodie on, zip up hoodie. It's unzipped, of course. It is a separate piece, but yeah. Once again, they did that thing with the articulation in the cuffs that I don't like. When they separate the hoodie and all that, they should have just sculpted one big old hand. I don't know. That kind of bothers me. Usually they sculpt it after the cuff of the sleeve. He is sporting some like green pants here, like light green pants. And then he has like some boots going on here, like some Timbs or something. Also, I love how they sculpted the bottom of the shoes. I don't think that's something they did with the other figures. Let me check real quick. Bringing out Hermione here. Well, I guess they kind of did it, unless her shoes are kind of flat, but it doesn't have anything on hers. Did they do it with Harry? I don't think they did it with Harry. No, they didn't do it with Harry either. So yeah, I guess he's the first one. Voldemort's barefoot, so he doesn't really count. But yeah, Ron's basically the first one that has sculpting on the bottom of his boots, shoes right there. But yeah, there you have what he's sporting there. But yeah, I love this figure. I love its overall design. He does have that dead stare, like he's real mad though. But yeah. So let's go ahead and jump into articulation, and then we'll do size comparison time, guys. So jumping into articulation time, guys, I would articulate the Patronus, but it doesn't really have anything. So jumping in his articulation, I also would say he has the most out of all the figures, but no, that's got to go to Voldemort. He has more articulation than all of them. So he has Ron here has about the same articulation as Harry and Hermione over there. Anyway, his head is on a ball joint. It has two joints, actually. The bottom here on the neck and on the top underneath the chin. So it does go down pretty much, like that far. It is hindered by the hair. It does rotate both at the collarbone and at the upper neck. It does pivot left and right. Pretty good, actually. His arms do go in and out. This one's kind of stiff on my figure, though. It does rotate at the shoulder. It does rotate at the ball joint, and does have a shoulder cut right here. Double bend at the elbow, always good. Rotation at the wrist, pivot at the wrist because of that little ball joint there. Still don't really agree with that. I don't know, maybe it's just new to me. Okay, that one's kind of stiff. There it goes. It does have an upper, the bicep joint. Does rotate all the way. It does crunch as well. Does it have a waist articulation? No, he doesn't. That's odd. Okay, he has less. Never mind. His legs do kick forward that much. Do kick backward a little bit. Does have that DC-UC crotch joint. So, does bend right there. Dillo bend at the knee. Always good. Mine's kind of stiff. This figure is really stiff on me. Just realized that now that I'm doing the review. It does have a pivot at the ankle. And rotation at the ankle. And of course it does have toe articulation too. Mine's kind of stiff on my figure though. My figure is just really stiff. But yeah, he does have toe articulation. So that's it for his articulation, guys. Let's do some size comparison time. Oh, he looks gloomy. As if he wasn't already sad already. And for size comparison, guys, here he is next to the rest of his friends, Harry and Hermione. And then he's somewhere in the middle, actually. He's a little taller than Hermione, but he's not as tall as Harry. Harry's actually pretty tall. So yeah, there you have it. And then here we have him next to Lord Voldemort. I will be reviewing him next to finish off the series review. Lord Voldemort's actually pretty tall too. So yeah, there you have it. And then here we have him next to some Marvel Legends figures. So we have him next to the Marvel Legends Deadpool and the Volume 2 Star-Lord there. He does stand taller than Star-Lord, and he's about the same size as I almost said Daredevil. Deadpool there. And here we have him next to the NECA Freddy vs. Jason figure. So yeah, Jason does like tower over Ron there. And then of course here he is next to the Star Wars Black Series First Order Stormtrooper. So there we have it, guys, the review on the Ron Weasley figure there. Sorry guys, my throat's acting up today. But yeah, it's actually a really great figure, guys. You can't really complete the collection without him. So I really do enjoy this figure. Unfortunately, for some reason, he is my least favorite out of the entire collection for some reason. I don't know why. Maybe it's because of the pale skin. I can't really point it out. But he is my least favorite out of the entire collection. But he is still a great figure. Definitely cannot complete the collection without him. So really enjoy having this figure. Really great. Stay tuned to the next review, guys. Oh, yeah, by the way, I gotta give him probably an 8 out of 10. Yeah, probably 8 out of 10. But he is really good. The articulation doesn't lack. Still don't like those those wrist pivots. But it's really good. By the way, the Patronus does make up for this figure, too, by him not falling off all the time. But yeah, there you have it, guys. The next review will be over Lord Voldemort, so stay tuned to that. You guys have a great day. And as always, this has been a Rubik's Film. Peace out.